I don't care. I don't care about the tournaments, buddy. I'd rather see that bitch flopping on the deck.
Damn sure flopping on the deck.
He almost flopped out of the deck.
I can hear it. I was 30 feet out of the boat.
Yeah.
Ready.
You're neutral?
So Jeffrey and I are doing basically a back dive to where Chad got his big black grouper. This spot is probably a couple hundred yards over. We were hoping that it might have been another grouper cave. The bottom recorder was marking up really good, tons of red snapper. We found good bait dead on the bottom, so it was looking like it might have been another cave. So we jumped in to check it out. Water depth here is 190 foot, so we have very limited time. Anytime you're doing any kind of back diving, even though it's not the same exact spot where you're close enough, it's kind of expected to see some sharks. This day was a little bit different. We had sharks on every single spot and tons of them. This spot, I believe we had 6+ sharks. Here's a nice bull shark coming up to us before we even shoot anything. I think we had some bulls and some duskies here, but the majority of the ones that I was focusing on were the bulls. There might have been 1 or 2 duskies. So I can basically see this is just a red grouper hole, and I'm kind of scanning the distance to see if I can find a cave that could hold a black. I already see a nice red grouper here. I don't really see very much going on out in the distance. I think Jeffrey ended up finding another smaller rock. But I decided to pretty much check out the shark situation, try to get a really good shot on this red grouper. Obviously it didn't. It would have been sweet if it did. But I got him pulled up to me before the sharks got too jacked up. The closer, or the faster and closer you can get those fish to you, the further back the sharks will go. If you leave it dangling out there long, they will come in and take it. Here's a nice big fat red snapper coming up. Really taking my time and trying to get a kill shot on him, which I got it. That is 100 times nicer than having a fish flailing around out there. The sharks didn't even really care about this one. It also helps out having a second guy down there being, just backup for the sharks. I got these 2 fish. We're running low on time just because I don't feel like decoying forever with all these sharks in here. But I think Jeffrey's going to go ahead and line up right after this, and then I'll try to be his backup. You can definitely tell the sharks are a little bit more interested with that live red snapper swimming around. They're starting to speed up a little bit and circle a little bit tighter. Luckily, we had really good visibility this day, and you can keep track of them when they're way out there. They tend to stay a little bit further back, and they can see you a lot easier too. They don't know exactly what you are and don't know what we're capable of, so they kind of are a little bit more standoffish. I got a little bit of footage from Will, one of my other buddies that did the trip with us. Him and Mike were doing another dive a little bit later in the day and had a similar experience with tons of sharks. Theirs got a little bit more jacked up though, so stay tuned to the end to check that out. And I'll also throw a little clip of the big black grouper that Chad shot while it was in the boat. It's pretty neat. Just switching over from my free shaft to my line shaft at this point with a power head. No sense in wasting a shaft on them if they do decide to do something funny on the way up. So I'm basically just unloading that free shaft and making sure I got my line ready to go.
Who's next? Who's next? Huh? There's a couple of them. I feel there was more to your story.
That's funny. As soon as you rolled in, I'm like, shit, I'm going to tell them about all the damn shots. So both of them are like, oh, they'll figure it out.
Don't worry, we saw him. We saw him well before the bottom. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like 5 or 6 bull sharks down there.
Were they bull sharks?
Yeah. Yeah. They are big. They are bulls. I didn't like it. Jeffrey shot his camera. I stoned mine.
I don't know how big he is.
How big do you think he is?
How big do you think he is, man? Come on.
115?
115, 110,
130.
130?
130. Ah, 130.
With guts. Oh yes, 130.
We're gonna leave him whole. We're definitely weighing him whole. Pick him up. Not Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's good at weights. Pick him up, Jeffrey.
What are you doing? You gonna try to gaff the dolphin?
Oh, I need a drink. What's in
Salt bag? Come on, pick this thing up, Chad.
He's gonna fucking hurt.
No, he's not. Pick him up.
Y'all stabbed him? Y'all killed him?
No. Pick him up.
Stab him with your knife.
Everybody wants the picture, but nobody knows how to pick him up.
Dude, he's too big. You pick him up.